Hi, everybody. How are you? This is my absolute favorite dress that I own, and I wore it tonight to dinner. Of course, this is from Cato. Everything in my closet is from Cato. Hi. I just wanted to show that to you. I went out to dinner with my family tonight at the Trap Family Lodge, and oh my gosh, it was so nice and beautiful. And I didn't know anything on the menu whatsoever. So I just basically ordered what everybody else ordered, which was Wiener Schnitzel, which to me basically is just a breaded pork, is all it is. Breaded pork. It's pretty good. Um, I wouldn't do that in this posh restaurant, but when I eat the rest of it, I'm going to use ketchup because I think it'll make it taste less dry. It's a little bit dry, but that's okay. And of course, I got all made up and everything. I was really pleased with my makeup look tonight. Usually, when I spend an hour on my makeup, it turns out pretty good. So yeah, I really do like it. And it was a great celebration with my cousin's wife, cousin cousin's wife's birthday, and that's what we were celebrating. Her birthday's on Sunday, but since everybody was here, my cousin, his wife, all three of his kids were here, and my cousin Beatrice came over, so it was basically the whole family was there, and I was invited, and I'm so happy I was because you know me, I love my family so much. So that was really, really nice. A beautiful evening. Then we came home to the house and had cake. And of course, I had two pieces of cake. I'm back on my sweets again. I just, it's a never ending battle. I'll get a craving for something, then I'll go to the store and I'll buy all this crap. But, I don't know. Weight loss is such a struggle, and I guess you just really need to be motivated enough to want to do it. And eventually I might. But right now, it's like one day at a time, do the best you can. I mean, I just, I'm just so done with all of the diets and blah, 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 and all that. Oh well, anyway, the end of that. That was a beautiful evening. I also got to spend 4th of July with them last Sunday, where my eyeshadow look was ridiculous. I had way too much blue on my eyes. But I think this is a prettier look tonight. I used my e.l.f. green bite size thing, and I'll be doing the drawing tomorrow at noon for the giveaways that I'm going to be giving out, and all only for the USA. All right, I was looking up prices for overseas, and they are ridiculous with the postage. So unfortunately, I can only do the USA, and I'm sorry, but it's got to be within my budget. So, and I hope you understand. Yeah, so it's been a really good week. You don't know what it feels like when you're alone all the time and then finally you get to see your family. My gosh, I want to say it's been over a year since I saw everybody. The family's been up, but it was during COVID and they didn't want me over there. They were afraid. So, I've seen my cousin Paul a lot. He comes up a lot by himself, but the rest of them don't come up that often. But I'm so glad they were home this week. I've had my family fulfillment, so to speak. So yeah, it's been a good week, and not much else going on. Work has been going great. Just hanging around, uh, being a lazy girl, which I am entitled to after 60 years of working full time. So I'm having a good life and I'm really blessed. So yeah. Winnie is fantastic as always. We're getting to the point in the mornings now where I wake up and I'll go, Winnie, Winnie, Winnie. And she comes running. But you know what? Now that she gets a can of food every morning, she's a lot quicker. She's like, okay, it's morning, it's time for my breakfast. So I give her her can of food and I fill up her her dry food in her little bowl, and she munches on that during the day. So yeah, we're doing great. And what you've been doing, I hope you all had a good week. Things are so much nicer now that all the restrictions are lifted. I kind of felt naked the first couple of days not wearing a mask. It was like, oh, I feel so naked, but it feels so good not to have that mask on my face anymore. It's not mandatory anymore. They've lifted all the restrictions. You still need to do common sense stuff. I mean, you don't have to be 6 feet apart, but don't be breathing on people because not everybody's had their vaccines. So you don't know who's sick and who's not. But I'm just tired of the mess. So I decided, I don't think I'll get it. But if I do, you only have yourself to blame. But I'm tired of it. So it feels good, especially at work. Because at work, I had my glasses, I had my cap, and I had my mask. Half the time I couldn't see because, my glasses would get all fogged up, and 9 times out of 10, I'd have to take off my glasses, to go in and out of the freezer, and it's been such a godsend. Anyway, I hope y'all are well. I hope you are still being safe. Use common sense. I don't know what state you're from. I don't know if been everybody's had their bans lifted. I don't know. I know that some states are still getting the viruses, but it's this variant virus, which is really, really odd. So I'm just hoping that doesn't hit us real bad. We've had, I think, 3 or 4 cases in Vermont of the variant virus. So just gonna cross our fingers that that doesn't become a problem, you know. This is something else I've been thinking about. I watch the updates from Stephen Gardner, and it's Jimmy sometimes. It's Jimmy gets on my nerves with his bait click. But, you know, you're reading the comments, and then every once in a while, you'll get somebody who says, the government isn't here to get you out of your hole. You need to do it yourself. Why is the government sending people money? Shouldn't you be taking care of yourself? You know what my answer to that is? This pandemic came from somewhere else. Our government shut us down, locked us down, causing so much mayhem. People lost their jobs, people have lost their homes, people are homeless. This pandemic has affected everybody, and my opinion is I see no problem with people getting government help. After all, they are the ones that locked us down. They are the ones that caused all these businesses to go out of business because they insisted on putting us on lockdowns. So I don't feel bad about that at all, because it's not our fault, and the government really didn't have the right to do that and keep the whole country locked down. Yeah, it helped cases, but still, people die of the flu. People get flu every year and they get sick and get pneumonia and die. I mean, it's just like anything else. But that's how I feel. It's really been eating at me when I see these comments from nasty people. You don't need government help. You should be taking care of yourself. The government caused the problem, right? So they do owe us, and we better get another stimulus check. That's how I feel. Now, I'm one of the luckier ones, all right? I don't have electricity uh, high car insurance, gas, things that homeowners have to do. They're the ones that are really, really struggling because they have to pay their electricity. They have to pay their gas if they have gas stove. They have to pay their water. That is a lot of expenses for homeowners, you know, and they were forced to lock down, forced to close down the businesses and not get any monetary compensation for anything, right? So, what's the problem? The government caused this. The government needs to pay us and help us out of trouble. Not necessarily me, but like the people I just talked about, homeowners, you know, who have a whole bunch of bills to take care of their home. And taking care of homes is very expensive. You know, who's got two, $3,000 if your AC unit goes out, right? Oh, I saw Molly Golightly was on the other day and her AC went out and the estimate was $5,500. Not everybody has that kind of money, you know? So that's how I kind of feel about that. Sorry I went into a little rant, but that's just something that's been on my mind this week. Me bickering back and forth with people who think, we're acting entitled because we want money from the government. Try living on $600 a month like a lot of people on SSI. How the hell they do it? I don't know. I mean, how have they been doing it? With these everything across the board is too little coming in and a lot. All the food prices are raising, the gas has gone up, and yet all the people on Social Security aren't getting any raises or anything. We're hoping that will change in January. Who knows? I'm getting ready for the winter. I'm going to start ordering a bag of rock salt from Amazon to get ready for the winter because obviously my landlord doesn't give a damn, and we know that. So I'm just going to start stocking up and get ready for the winter. And I may have to hunker down for the winter. I don't know what's going to happen, in the future. Uh, Things could be changing at work. I don't know. But the important thing is if you can at all, even if it's $5 a paycheck, that's what I'm starting right now. I started it like 3 weeks ago. I'm putting $5 in my savings every paycheck. It's a little bit, but a little bit helps. I've got to get a savings account. I mean, unfortunately, my husband and I were never really financially responsible simply because we had no money. Our marriage was struggle, 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 except for the few years that he worked and I worked at the same time. Those years were great, but 90% of the time we were living paycheck to paycheck, Social Security check to Social Security check, and it was really, really rough. And who can start a savings when you barely make enough to live? You know, so ugh, that's just how I feel. So yeah, I've started, I'm starting a savings account. I got a coin bank from Amazon about 6 months ago. I already have $25 in there. So I'm going to keep adding to that. And then if it's okay, to travel at Christmas time and we haven't had a resurgence of the virus, I plan to go to New York to be with my family. I don't know if my car is going to be in better shape. It might be if we get the stimulus check. Because what I'm going to do is I am going to take the car to the shop, have it looked at, have it inspected, make sure that everything is safe on it. And if everything is good, I'll drive to New York. But if not, I'll just take the train. And I've got $25 towards the train already. And it's normally a $40 trip from here to Waterbury, where the train station is. So, yeah, it, I know it's like you do need to start saving when you're younger. But like I say, life is tough. Saving money is tough. I had put so much aside from my stimulus checks, into the savings. But before the government started adding more money into the SNAP program, I would run out of food stamps in like 2 or 3 weeks. Uh, $200 doesn't go very far, especially up here in Vermont. And so, unfortunately, I had dipped into all of that, and that's gone. So, and I'm sure people can understand that. I had an emergency of some sort with the car at some point, and I had to spend like $100 on that. So, yeah, this is my Friday vlog. I hope y'all had a great week. I've got to catch up tonight on Summer Wells. I don't think anything has happened there. I'm not sure what is going on. 3 weeks is a dang long time. I mean, it's almost a month. Today is what? The 9th? It'll be a month next week that that little girl has been missing. And I just don't have a good feeling about it. I really don't have a good feeling. I don't think it's going to be a happy outcome at all. And it breaks my heart. All right, guys. So I hope you are well. I am ready to go take off my makeup and go to the bedroom and go on YouTube. So, everybody, take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye.